So, we are almost at the end of our online event. As you've noticed, it's been a marathon. We've had incredible minds, incredible practical tools. We've had more philosophical, enlightened angles so that we can fine tune our perception of reality. We've had authors, filmmakers. We've shared with you extracts of our film. I Am Never Alone, where I play a mother who loses her child. I'm stating again that my son is safe. And this story is important because once we break the ice of who we think we are, we might be able to find the universality that connects us all. And that universality is the language, an unspoken language, that we are impermanent, that we are in a cycle that is we cannot control. Yet what we can do is that we're experiencing it together. And this COVID corona crisis, as we could call it, is more of a moment where, yes, we are experiencing grief, as Joanne spoke about, but we are also experiencing a connectedness. And this connectedness can be enhanced with very practical tools. So I just want to give Michel a moment here to share with you the work that we do at Amity Foundation, the work that we have been developing over years, which is to really, how do we calm our mind immediately, even because spirituality today, mindfulness, this is not a luxury. This should be something that is our common denominator. This should be a currency for everyone. So everyone should have these tools. And it is more important today than ever before because we are all experiencing economic suffering, financial suffering, lack, loss, and all that. So whilst we're creating a new world, there is a huge portion of people in the world, first world countries, developing nation countries, that are experiencing their own relationship to this moment in very different ways. And we need to find a common way where we can feel what they're experiencing and healing as we're experiencing our compassion in action. So with that, I want to allow Michel to explore with you, and we will be finishing shortly. And I hope you enjoy the film, that you will send your comments. It's a director's cut. It is something that is dear to us, and it is work in progress because we're sharing your stories.
What is the situation? What are some solutions? As you say, Gabriella, we cannot say I have the solution. We are, and we have listened many beautiful solutions today. What is the situation in a few seconds? The situation is we commit suicide because we miss God, because we are disconnected. We are disconnected from the life, from ourselves, from the other people. We are disconnected. We have cut the link between our soul and every stars in the sky. We are PhD of stress. We are unable to see a bird in the street. There is bird in the street. I am unable to see a bird. The causality of the suicide, this is depression. Depression comes from stress, and stress means that we are disconnected. This is the diagnostic in a few seconds. What are the solutions that we develop with Gabriella, with Juliana, with Douglas, with Prita, with all the teachers, the meditation teacher at Amity Foundation in Los Angeles? Amity Foundation, it's a laboratory. You have a population of prisoners. Prisoners, this is a population, as we know, the most affected by depression, stress, suicide, anxiety. How is it possible that with a new approach of meditation, we save 80% of the parolees, that they never go back to jail? They find a job, they rebuild a family. Amity Foundation, it's an holistic approach. There is many tools. There is a special motivator like Gabriella. She comes to share the storytelling. It's amazing how when we share a story with someone, we can save the person. So me, each time Gabriella come at Amity, I feel a big emotion, and it was the reason why in the film, Gabriella play a real character. One of the job of Gabriella is to come to Amity and to share amazing story. Storytelling can be a medicine. It can be a medicine. There is also organic food. There is also sport, motivation, and there is also this new approach of meditation. What is this? So before to live in America, I have the chance, the blessing to live in a Kopan monastery, a Buddhist monastery in the Himalayas. And for me, it was very clear that people will be more and more stressed, so they will have more and more difficulty to be concentrated or to make any effort. With the COVID-19, we see the situation. People have a huge, huge money pressure. We enter in a sort of recession. Of course, it's a beautiful spiritual time, but in the same time, it's a terrible pandemic economic situation. It's both. Dark goes to the light. So we think in our meditation approach that it is very difficult to ask to a prisoner to make an effort. And one day a prisoner said to me, Michel, if you ask me, take a deep breath, count my breath, be focused on that, be positive, etc., give tips. If you say that, you are not respectful. You don't see our life is difficult. So we know that at this moment, the person is unable to make any effort. The person cannot breathe, it's not possible. So what we do? When we see that we cannot talk to someone, we can tune the person. Tune the person. We can create a calming vibration. And immediately the person say, no effort, nothing. I feel more relaxed. I feel better. When Gabriella, you come and you share your story, there is what you say, but there is the energy that you transmit. In Buddhism, we talk a lot about the power. The power in Tibetan means transfusion of consciousness. I love when my Tibetan master say in meditation, breath exercise, visualization, this is 5%. 95%. This is the power, the transmission of our energy to the person, the calming vibration that we share to the person. So when we guide meditation, we use the metaphor of the dolphin to dive inside us, the metaphor of the mountain to be grounded like a mountain. But the most important, it's the energy that we share. And the person, immediately the person say, I feel more calm, I feel relaxed. The hoof, this is our key.
The relief.
Because at the moment you say, there is a detachment, there is a relief, as you say. At this moment, what's happening in our brain? At this, we reduce cortisol. We upgrade the serotonin, the dopamine, the hormone of the well-being, and we become addicted of the peace, of the calm. We feel better. And day after day, we replace the addiction of the stress by the addiction of the peace, of the calming energy. And when we calm our mind, It's like in the sky, the clouds dissolve, the cloud of the emotion, the clouds of our mental projection, as Deepak explained, the clouds of our problem, everything dissolve in the sky. And our mind become a pure sky, pure vacuity. This is our nature. We are not born stressed, we are born quiet, happy. We are made of elements, as our expert explained also today. So at the moment we calm the mind like that, with no effort, no breath exercise, nothing, we feel better. It means we are quiet, so we are less depressed, and like that we resolve the suicide. This is what we do at Amity Foundation. On the YouTube channel, you can come and you can see many practices, or you can download also Mind Dive app, and it will be beautiful. Today we will show you the teaser of Mind Dive, the section for the kids.
For the kids, because obviously the children. By the way, Mother's Day tomorrow. So I'm telling all the women in my life, my mother, I love you. I think you're the most
Mommy,
incredible
we
being.
love you.